Yeah, sure. Feel free to ask. Yeah, feel free to ask away. I'll be down. Be glad to help out any way I can. Do you currently have arena or no? Let's see. So we will pay the 2 life, get the Venerable Knight in. Let's see. Alright, another Sacred Foundry, but let's go with we can enter that tapped, that's fine. We'll do this. No attacks, because they'll be able to block. I'm earning 5,000 coins, and I'm not sure whether to just mass open packs or play a draft of some sort. Honestly, your best your best way to like learn and get used to a lot of the cards, especially a lot of the mechanics, is probably to draft. That would probably be my recommendation, though it gets a little difficult because you just get mixed in with just like a bunch of different people, and some people obviously play draft like all the time. The good thing about draft is that you keep all the cards that you pick, and of course if you win like a game or two, you get prizes. Like you'll get prizes like packs, gems, gold, stuff like that. Plus, you always get your daily rewards too, like your daily quests. Like they show up on your home screen, and it's like like play 20 green or red spells, and then you get like a bunch of gold and some XP and stuff like that. But anyway, I think the best way to kind of get used to this is to kind of draft. Though War of the Spark's got some great stuff in it, but it is kind of nutty, just because of all the planeswalkers that are in it. So just top left early and pick after that based on what you got after is normally what happens. Yeah, basically, your first pack when you open it, take a look at what the rare is. If it's something you'd like to try and build around, you can definitely take it. You don't always have to. Sometimes in draft, an uncommon or a common even sometimes can be like way more valuable just because of like an ability that it has that you can build around. War of the Spark, typically there are like, since there's so many planeswalkers in the set. Let's see, sorry, just trying to multitask here. There's so many planeswalkers in the set that you can build a pretty decent deck with like 2 or 3 planeswalkers in them. But again, not all the planeswalkers they made in War of the Spark are really all that great. But draft will get you used to a lot of the mechanics and just without having to worry about building like building a top tier deck or anything like that. So that's just my opinion, though. Some people will say just grind with the pre-constructed decks, but the best way to gain experience and build your collection is drafting. So, they turned my dude into a frog. That's not very nice. Alright, last game. Growth, which you enchant it to a creature, and then you put a +1/+1 counter, and then during each of your upkeeps, I believe, you double the amount of +1 counters on it. And I was playing a green-white enchantments deck, and I had that on a Paradise Druid, and Paradise Druid is a 2/1, and when it's untapped, it has hexproof. And then I also had another enchantment on it that gave it +1, and it made it have vigilance. And I got that thing up to like a 240 power. It was absurd. It was absurd. Sure. We have the Scrylands, so you can find our red mana. Or Leyline of the Void. I'm not really too concerned with that. I want mana. Paradise Druid is pretty nuts, man. Especially with Hydra's Growth and Sentinel's Eyes on it. sure. I have a feeling I'll be needing a counterspell playing against red. Red-green, as a matter of fact. Ooh, Dreadhorde Arcanist. Very nice. And a game with a 106 health and color challenge. Nice. Yeah, this is another crazy card. Growth Cycle. Keep that. Come on. Yeah. So here's one of your some jank right here. Oh boy, we really needed an untapped land. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much, well, it's getting there right here. I'm already at 9. All right, let's just ritualist up that guy. It is very good. All right, I'm going to pay 2. Play Nicol Bolas because he is awesome. So we draw, and then they either exile a card from their hand or a permanent they control. I did get the win on Bolas's ultimate once. Do they got? Please don't have burn. They're hovering over Bolas. Oh, I was not expecting that. I will, however, take care of that with Bedevil. Okay. Do that. See what's in their hand. Get rid of that. Sure, we'll keep Discovery. Alright. Pretty much. Well, plus. So they'll probably have to exile a land. Yeah. And this is where. Yeah, this is where. This is where things get a little mean. Yeah. That is pretty cool, though. I like what they did with the Dreadhorde Arcanist. That is pretty good. Being able to just flash back those instants like that, man. That's crazy. Oof. That is nuts. I don't really like this hand. Don't like this one a lot that much better, but it still haunts our local game stores today. That's pretty funny. Yeah, the Wolf dropping some good vibes. Hope you're having a great seeing you. Chat. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Lucid Wolf. I appreciate that. Yeah, going back to what you were saying, my name is. Yeah, that mono black deck had like Pack Rat and just what else? Desecration Demon, just all the good stuff in mono black. It was pretty nuts. I'll throw Casualties of War back. Probably not going to win this one. This is one of my weaker control decks. That's like not playing blue. Yeah, Burglar Rats. It's pretty good, especially in discard. It's another good thing in Ikoria are these tri-lands. These are really good. Alright, give me a second here. Alright, so you hit our third land. Not too much else. Alright, we get hit by Underworld Dreams. That's not too cool. I guess we can banish him like that. Guess it's worth it. Offspring's Revenge. I'm not a huge fan of that card, to be honest. I haven't seen anybody play it yet, so probably good to maybe just cast aside for now. I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen anything with it. I'm sure somebody could come up with a decent deck with it, though. Alright. Alright, well, we will play this tapped. Just gonna Oath of Kaya on the Deathless Knight, deal 3, gain some life. Let's see. Ugh. Got another one. Interesting. Yep. So I guess we'll... Should I just Casualties of War? Yeah, why not? What if we merge Offsprings with Pack Rats? Think about it. I would definitely have to think about that. I have to go back and reread Enchantment, Land. I'd have to go back and reread Offspring. Let me actually pull it up on my phone. Because, Revenge, MTG. Beginning of combat on your turn, exile target red, white, or black creature card from the graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of that card, except it's 1/1 gains haste. It's not bad. You can make like a ton of like copies of rats and stuff. Yeah, make 11 rats. Yeah. We'll play Garrick. Make some wolves. So the only downside is that we are taking a lot from Underworld Dreams. I may end up playing one of these Murderous Riders just so I can gain some life. Let's see. Alright, our opponent's having to think about this one. World Dreams. Yep, we take another hit. Alright, let's make some wolves. Temple of Silence. Another Garrick. Well, they're playing black, so I would assume them having some type of removal to deal with Planeswalkers. So I'm going to play one of these Murderous Riders as a creature. Does a scratch. It's very true. Yeah, we're just going to play this so we can have a lifelinker on the board. Alright, and we'll pass the turn. Pass the ye old turn. Not cool. Not cool. Surprised that he killed the Murderous Rider and not the Garrick. So I'm gonna be catching up to them relatively soon as far as damage goes. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Pass. All right. They're looking at it. So whenever any of these wolves, when it dies, it puts a loyalty counter on Garrick. Alright, so we're going to attack first, see if they have any responses. They're hovering over Garrick. Let's see. Disfigure. Alright. Gives Garrick a loyalty counter. So if we want, we can -6, replay Garrick. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, let's do that. We get the emblem. Sure. Replay Garrick. Make 2 more wolves. We have lethal next turn. Alright. Oh. Oh. What was that? Oh man, don't do that again. Okay, they're gonna gain 3. Ah, I see. Okay. Well, we take that, so we should have lethal here. Alright. That was close. Was. Fancy magpie. Alright. Again, this looks okay. It's a little slow, but we have the 2 almonds plus an absorb, and we have all 3 colors. And leyline. Another temple, sure. We'll need more mana. Combat damage equal to their toughness, so I have it. Oh, okay. Alright, alright. I know what you're talking about. There's a 1 mana 0/5. That reminds me of back during Lorwyn, they had what's it called? The Tree Folk. That's fine, they can draw some cards. Not too worried about the Ominous Seas. But yeah, the Tree Folk back during Lorwyn was really cool. Sure. Could use both of those at some point. So never been so fun. Yeah, seriously. They have something similar to that in Standard. It's, I think, Hualti, one of the Planeswalkers in War of the Spark, has all creatures deal damage equal to their power, I believe. I mean, toughness, rather. And I also think, what's it called? I do need land. So I'm going to take these. That way I can get closer to Dream Trawler. And then there's also another, it's a spell though. I don't think it's, or maybe it's an enchantment, I'm not sure. But it's High Alert, and that does the same thing. Creatures deal damage equal to their toughness. Yeah, we'll go ahead and Dovin's veto that. Alright, so we'll Dream Trawler. This is one of the most broken cards control decks I've ever had. Prison Realm. Resolve. See what they're targeting. Obviously, they're targeting that. We'll drop a Shadow of the Sky. Give it hexproof. Gets plus. Oh, get +0, +5. So it says 2. Thunder 2 attack are unblockable. That is pretty funny. Okay, that's fine. So they're gonna just be creating Thopters. Yep. That's annoying. Let's see. So they're gonna block, that's fine. So we can actually Oath of Kaya on Dovin. There we go. Get rid of him. The only thing that sucks is that we're kind of left. The ideal is turn 420 damage. That's pretty nuts. That is nuts. Absorb that. All right. Good games. I figured draw, then make them exile a permanent they control, and then play Ashiok to bounce, and then they exile. So this is okay. We are against Umori, which is blah. Let's see. Do I go for the Fabled Passage now? No, let's do the Scry. Snap keep on that one. Paradise Druid, sure. I doubt they'll block. If they do, I'll be surprised. Okay. Ah, I see. That was your master plan, huh? Alright, good. Let's do... screw it. Let's just get the 7/6 down. Rotting Regisaur is nuts. Be discarding a lot of stuff, though, which kind of sucks. Alright, so we're about to get Umori out. I'll probably discard the Cruxa, just because I value everything else in my hand a little bit more. And we can always replay it. We'll do that. We'll attack with the 7/6. I might do... So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to Bone Crusher them for 2. Play Stormfist Crusader. Next turn, I'll just discard the Fabled Passage and then play the other Rotting Regisaur. Turn for 7/7 and turn 7/6 with a big drawback. Yep. So we got to sacrifice, eh? Well, I'm going to sacrifice the Dreadhorde Butcher because I'll deal 3 to them. Then the Stormfist Crusader is going to drain them as well. So we'll drop the Fabled Passage. Alright, draw. Play another Rotting Regisaur. Just going to attack with 1. I'm going to kill this one. Ooh, Snapdax. Okay. Things are going to get a little bit more interesting here. So they put it under. That's interesting. Alright, so we'll do that. Draw. Ooh, Bedevil. Okay. Or we can just do Cruxa. Huh. So we can take out Omori. Then we'll lose Scorching Dragon before we can play Cruxa next turn. I think that might be the play. Bedevil on Omori, attack. Pretty sure they would block. Then play Cruxa. Yeah. Pretty sure they block here. Yep. Okay. Alright. Essence Symbiote. Oh. Well. Fine. I was going to discard that card anyway. Huh. Well, Heartless Act doesn't kill that because it has a token on it, so we'll just play... play Cruxa, see how this turns out here. So they got a discard. They are back up to 10, which kind of sucks. Okay. Attack for 7. Drop them to 3. Alright, so they probably have another Mutate card. I would assume. Yep, Gem Razor. Oh, no, okay. They're going to take 3 from Cruxa, so they just lose. Ah, damn. That's fine. Well, play a land, scry. I didn't realize they still had a card in their hand. I thought they were empty-handed when I attacked with Cruxa. And I honestly was convinced that it was a land as well. Alright, they cycle. Should be game. Alright. Cool.